Welcome today for the environmental dialogue here at UCTV. Today I have a very wonderful, energetic young people who have been doing various initiatives in this country. And as our topic today is all around the youth in this country. You know, the youth makes up the 78% of the population of this country. And that's why they say the part of Africa is a young country, because the population is all the young people. And you know, as the government has been saying that, you know, the youth should be organized, the youth should do something, what? And these are the youth, the young people who said, you know what? We are not going to be only knocking doors for the white collar jobs or looking for the government jobs. We can do something for our country. As I always say, tell you, my dear viewers, that you should not only ask what Uganda should do for you, but Uganda is a blessed country. Just understand why we are called Pearl of Africa. We are not called Pearl for Africa for nothing. We are called for Pearl of Africa because we are rich in biodiversity. If you talk about minerals, talk about forestry cover, talk about the freshwater bodies that we have in this country, you know that where there are opportunities. We have been talking of wetlands degradation. Do you know that wetland contributes like 12% of the GDP of this country? And we have a lot of things. And today I have this wonderful guest here in the studio to explore for you the opportunities which are in the work of conservation. When we talk about conservation, you know, most people, they have not yet understood what we call conservation. You know, conservation entails a lot of things. That's why we are here today. All right, without waste of time, let me take this privilege to welcome them, to give you a brief introduction as they introduce themselves in the show, because it's their first time in this show. All right, let's start from the gentleman, even though they say that ladies first, but let me start with the gentleman. I hope the lady will bear with me this. We are not gender biased, but we are gender sensitive, because even though we are here for protection, and today the show is well balanced because I have a gentleman and a lady.
Yeah.
We are blessed today. All right, then introduce yourself to the viewers, then we get to know you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dixon. My name is Philip Okomu. I'm a co-founder of Global Africa International Uganda, a youth-led organization. Just as we've said before, the youth covering up to 78%. Indeed, we are in those 78% that are making impact on the ground of this country, Uganda. We want to be purposeful youth, productive youth, not youth who are just living. We want to be youth who are going to leave legacy, who are going to make the ground sound like, yes, we are living in our part of Africa. Wow. Thank you so much once again.
All right, then. Then let me now come to the lady herself. Please introduce yourself.
All right. Thank you so much, Dickens, for having me here today. My name is Sarah Chirikumino, and I am the president of the Laudato C clubs founded by the Laudato Youth Initiative. This is a Catholic youth-led initiative that is dedicated to uniting young people for climate action. Wow. So our motto is United for Climate Action. Wow. And this initiative is grounded in faith, ecology, and unity for climate action. Wow. Our mode of operation is usually through clubs, and these clubs exist in schools, universities, dioceses, parishes, and communities. And this is helping us to bridge the intergenerational knowledge gap, where the elders are mentors as young people, and we as young people are offering a creativity and innovation for climate solutions. Thank you.
Oh, you've heard them. I hope that you need just to get a pen and a paper, sit down, don't lock your dial, just sit and listen to this exclusive, or you know, I call it, is it a package of wisdom from these young people? You know, always we don't just get people because they call you that, oh, we need to come in the show. No. We see what you're doing. Always I tell you that money follows those ones who are doing something, not just you're sitting there in your room and you think that you know money will come. No. Do something like these young people who are doing this, and that's why we bring them on board to share their knowledge, to share their experience, so that you may understand certain things and you learn and take action. Because if you have spoken of united, and you know, this year's theme for World Environmental Day was United Against Plastic Pollution, united united, and for International Day of Biodiversity was also harmony with nature. There's a relationship that we are trying to build with this, with this biodiversity ecosystem, all this. And without waste of time, our topic today is youth and conservation in Uganda. That now we have this population of 78%. And we know that we are living in a country, Uganda, whereby we are an agriculture full of farmers, that 60% of our population are farmers. And we know that we have various farmers in this country. And with all this, we are talking about conservation. And when you talk about conservation, someone will not understand. And that's why I want today these young people to explore more. Why are we talking about youth and conservation? And why conservation? Why should the young people involve themselves in conservation? And I would like to start with Sarah. Sarah, you've been moving in schools, all that, and I know that this week you have an event in Jinja. It's still all you're targeting young. Why? Why are you bringing these young people? Why can they, concentrating on other things on all that? Why are we involving them in the discussion of conservation?
Thank you so much, Dickens, once again. This is a very interesting topic for us. As I had said, we are Laudato Youth Initiative, and I happen to be the club's president of all these clubs.
Wow.
And as I say that our main mode of operation is through clubs, and these clubs are not only existing in schools, as you're saying, but also in parishes, dioceses, and local communities. So this is helping us to bring young people together, and we mostly work with young people with guidance of our elders, because if young people are not involved in climate action or fostering climate action, I mean, we are at the verge of leading to a bitter crisis. We are already leading into that crisis if we do not all wake up. I want to say that this fight is not only for young people, and I will not only dwell on young people, because when I go back to a constitution, which happens to be the Laudato Si, the encyclical written by Pope Francis in the year 2015, I mean, this letter is addressed to all people of goodwill, and especially Catholics, that we should be up for ecological conversion. And I mean, we are supposed to collaborate with people of other faiths, not only Catholics, but also people of other faiths, because the earth is one common home that we share. So I mean, young people, I believe, should be up for conservation, because I believe that youth have a key to unlocking a lot of possibilities. We are having a lot of things coming up with creativity and innovation. Now let's look at schools. We have a new curriculum, and it is action-based.
Yeah.
When you look at what young people are doing currently within their scope and within their schools, or even in different places, different communities, different parishes, different churches, I mean, they're doing a lot of things because we have the knowledge. Yeah. What is that we cannot do? To go back to the event that we have a Laudato Si Green Festival. Okay. It is following suit just after the Pope has celebrated the Care for Creation Mass in a well-conserved area. In this Laudato Si Festival, we're also going to have an open mass within the environment. We're going to have youth showcase their talent, but also in showcasing their talents, in a way that they are trying to conserve the environment. We're going to have tree planting. We're going to have a march while we connect with the community, giving out trees to people. And this is going to be a second edition of this Laudato Si Festival. The first was in 2023. And even at that very festival, we're going to have exhibitions. Yeah. We've already had these exhibitions. We had one when we're celebrating 10 years of Laudato Si in Munyonyo. We had these kids showcase what they are doing. Can you imagine a kid using plastics to make a greenhouse? I mean, plastic bottles. Yeah. So I mean, young people have a key to unlocking a lot of possibilities. And I think as young people, we are bridging an intergenerational gap. Yeah. If we are not up for environmental conservation, for climate action, then that means that there's a generation that we are killing. As you say that young people, we are over 78%. Yes. Africa itself is having a very young generation. Yeah. I want to tell you that we might be sacrificing that generation currently, because I mean, over 78% of our GDP goes into solving climate change issues. But if government came up just like they are trying, and then we all united for one common cause, the most important thing for me, I think, is the mindset change. Yeah. So when we have like these clubs in schools, yes, we are we are doing a lot of activities to make sure that we promote environmental justice. When they go back home, we still engage them. What are you doing? What has Laudato Si taught you as a youth? Okay. So I mean, as young people, we have a responsibility and we have a role to play with guidance of our elders. Thank you.
All right, and you have had from the energy from the youth. I told you that you can never miss this conversation that we are entering into. You just need to be attentive. No one should distract you. All right, then. She talked about like the new curriculums at school that the government right now has front and is trying to interest everyone. Even though other people are saying, no, the new culture is not doing anything or all that. Okay, Phillips, I've been seeing you with your co-founder, Wilson, moving in northern Uganda. Last time you were in Gulu, you were with him in Lira, you are here in Kampala, dealing with various, number of youth that are you're trying to interest them into this environmental conservation, issue. As always, someone, the issue of environment is still something that we are trying to interest. That's why you see Sarah is now telling us that they even incorporated the mass, mass into prayers, into, entertainment, because the energy that the young people have needs to be utilized. So why are we looking at all that we should bring these young people into this environmental conservation, when for them they say, for us we want money, not this issue of conservation, which we don't understand. So why, Philip?
Once again, I want to first thank my my previous speaker, that she's trying to communicate what the Bible says about in Genesis, that you should always take care of the Eden, isn't it? If you know. So not differing so much from them, Global Earth Care International is a youth-led organization. Me and my colleague Amanya Wilson, we started it in 2022, but the idea actually was put in action in 2023. So we are going to celebrate our third birthday, and this is actually very beautiful. Wow.
So I hope you're celebrating it with planting trees, or maybe doing some of the conservation.
We are in conservation.
Oh, wow.
So why Global Earth Care International? Well, we are here today to discuss about youth and conservation, but taking a few steps actually in Uganda. Why is it not actually we first focusing on our own country? That Uganda itself is a fresh country. We're having a lot of fresh and natural features. Let's talk about the water sources. Let's talk about the forests. Let's talk about the lands. All these natural features are getting exploited by the population increase, by the activities of human. So why do we need conservation, and why are we focusing on the youth? Considerably, seeing that we're having the higher percentage in the country, we have the upper hand. We have the upper hand to mobilize ourselves. We have the upper hand to lobby more, to advocate more, to do more, to be practical more. Uganda as a country, we've been privileged that we always get the eyes of international. We get a lot of support. We only need to be organized. But here's the thing. First of all, youth who are focusing only on the money, they are leaving the greener money. There's a lot of money in environment. Yeah. If you try to move around here, I can't mention how many youth organizations are making money through conservation and through green initiative, just like the way Klickmina has just mentioned. I can't mention, many the plastics are making a lot of beautiful products from the wastes. So they should come out for conservation, because one, we are looking for opportunities as youth. But as we're looking for opportunities, we shouldn't just wait for the opportunity where they're going to call you to come and count the money. You can first make the process one by one. Last time when we were conducting the debate with the European Union about how to, to bring terms that can make people learn conservation, they said one by one you make a band. Today when you start by planting a tree, tomorrow you have a forest. Yeah. If you try to find out how much the timber 1 meter is costing down there, you see that people are sleeping on money. We as the youth, we are creative. Youth are creative. In the 21st century, or where we are talking about the Gen Zs, we can even make money through our phone by creating apps which can talk about know what is going to happen in the next few hours. Is it a disaster? Is it a drought? Is it what? Hailstorm or what?
Early warning systems.
The early warning systems. So we can all do this as youth. But when you're waiting for your father, for your uncle to die before you take the property, you're going to kill the entire clan.
That's right.
You get? So, at Global Africa International Uganda, we are focused on how to empower skills, how to create awareness, how to even show you that if you don't have money to go and buy bigger trees, like previously said in upcountry, we have a project with the UNDP, and we've been educating schools on how to green. But we've been creating knowledge that we go with the seeds. You know, most of these schools have been taking seedlings already. But first we take seeds from our local trees. We go and see how you're going to start from the breaking the seed dome and see propagating them until when you get the trees. So we've conducted this on a number of schools from Lila, Gulu, Kiriandongo, and I mean these are purely youth. The impact we've created there, the tree you're planting today, you see the problem with the youth that we want to get something as soon as yesterday.
That's right.
You get. When someone brings you an idea, you want to get it as soon as yesterday, you're like, actually, even organizations, before we created the Global Earth Care at our environment, I'm an environmental student purely from KIU, but we started the number of things like, let's start up, but we couldn't. But when you get organizations which is already in existence for like 2 years, you think like, you know, I should join in this one. But the president always say, you always say ours when even yours is there. So we the youth have to be part of this because youth are physically energetic.
Yeah.
That's right.
We have the energy to move, we have the energy to carry the trees and move all over this country and make this country green.
Yeah.
Our lecturers are always getting, you know, getting polluted every time. We the youth can wake up here one day, you go on the Lake Victoria and we do the cleaning up and we educate how we should introduce better dustbins for, you know, collecting the plastics and so on. So it's a very beautiful topic for the youth to be at the front. Because if we are the majority, then we should be the majority in conservation.
Yeah.
We should be the majority, we should be spearheading these activities. Because some of the technologies now, our elders, some of my elders right now, they cannot actually adapt with the pressure and the speed.
And I mean, even in policy making, I think youth should really be included in policy making. Yeah.
So, if you go in now in policy, and you try to ask some of our people, they are going to bring, but we shouldn't also forget the indigenous knowledge. Because now most of my people are going to give me more of the indigenous knowledge.
The African traditional wisdom.
Yeah. Don't cut this tree. Don't do this,
yeah.
You're going to get this, but they're going to help us to conserve. So, I want to call upon all the youth that without you coming on the ground and be purposeful youth, be practical, make initiatives like, you know, young president is here. Some of us think that being the president, you have to first come this side. In the environment, you can be a president.
You need to go into a national political arena.
In the environment, you can be a president, you wake up, do that, and it's very broad.
Yeah.
It's actually so beautiful that I'm hearing Martha talking about religion. If someone thought that you cannot focus on preaching and whatever gospel and then, you know, you educate. I mean, even from the Genesis, conservation was there. Why are we forgetting it? You get?
Yeah.
And sometimes people think that when you're in environment, you're only wasting time. But if you try to look on what environment has given the space for us, it is one place where you can talk here today and tomorrow they call you there, come and tell us this, because we say we bring this initiative.
Yeah, because I mean, all of us are involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of us are potential victims. If it has not happened to you today, it can happen to you tomorrow.
No gender.
We're not going to wait for disasters to happen to us before we can start acting. I mean, we need to work so hard. We need to work smart. We need to work on it like so early.
Exactly.
Because a lot is happening and the earth is rolling every day. A lot of things are changing. Today we cannot tell that this is a rainy season. We didn't expect rains in July, did we? We were expecting rains in September.
Yes.
So, I mean...
Someone was just telling me that, I think that he was telling me that, Dickens, if I had the capacity, I would have sued Uganda Metropolitan Authority for giving us wrong information. So we farmers
I think this we just need to enhance, to strengthen on our warning systems. Because for sure this one will go to us unaware. But as we are sitting right now, there's a disaster happening somewhere.
Yeah.
If you just log in your phone, in your media and find out there's a disaster happening somewhere. So we as youth, And me as a youth, I couldn't sit on myself. That's why we've come up. We are working with so many universities. We're having so many university students, and we are actively participating in cleanups, in planting. And some of these students, when you meet them, they need to get, now we have categories of the youth. We have the youth who are now informed, and we have the youth who need information, and those who are not informed.
True.
So we who are informed, I call all upon the youth who are informed, step up and inform others. We are the old people of tomorrow, and we shall have the youth to come in.
Yes.
That is true.
So the way my co-speaker said that we shouldn't just sit and wait that maybe things are going to come and fall on us. We have to go on the ground.
We are going to be informed by force if at all we don't want to be
Yes.
informed. I'm telling you. And we're going to be informed by disasters.
Yeah.
Floods.
Exactly.
When you get swept by the floods, I mean, tides have to change.
And one of the ministers say that the youth want to be, that they want to learn on the hard way is always.
That's terrible.
When you cannot push yourself to do the hard way will push you to do the hard way. Yes, so there's no negotiation for the environment conservation, and the youth, and centering mostly on our country, Uganda. We have tried to form a lot of initiatives.
That's true.
When you try to move around Kampala, Jinja, Mbale, you are going to get a number of youth initiatives. But we need to strengthen them. We need to focus. We need to know, like, if you're doing this, how effective is it to being impactful in the country.
Yeah.
So I want to thank the team and UCTV for this beautiful topic, and the initiative, the love for the country and for sustainability. Okay. Because the reason why we're talking all this, we want to continue. That after today, here, tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to be 40, 50 years, this will be there, and how are they going to be with this information?
Okay.
So for the betterness of our country, the youth, the 78% must be felt on the ground as well, not only in the papers.
That's right.
All right, then I did ask Sarah about something about to do with the projects in the new curriculums, because I have some questions and some experience from the students whom I saw was struggling with the project work, and they say that the teacher really is not, doesn't know what the teacher is telling them. He is trying to speak another language. Teacher is also, and I get to make it worse. An English teacher is wanted telling me about environmental work which he doesn't understand now. So, my dear viewers, this is getting interesting. You know, since we are celebrating International Youth Day, that's next month, October 12th, and you see that Sarah is coming up with some initiative that involve the young people, that we don't need only to say that we are going to eat, drink, sit there, talk, but we need to do something during that day. And we don't need to wait for that day. You need to gear up every day now. Right now, you see, they are on a high gear. Sarah is on a high gear. And I think after this set and all this conversation, she is going to Jinja to mobilize the young people in Eastern Uganda for the celebration. But you don't only come, but you come when you know that you're going to do the tree growing or tree planting. You know, getting to know what it entails by conservation, and also believe they also have different arrangement for the young people during this time as they gear up then for the International Youth Uganda, it's International Youth Day celebration. All right, then I just want us to go for a short commercial break, then we shall be back here as we go to make some money. Bye bye. Thank you.
UCTV, good news for all. Do more with Center Mobile app. Move with your bank and pay water bills, school fees, pay light, withdraw or deposit money, pay for DSTV or GoTV, pay for Star Times, open app accounts, get loans, and so much more. Download the Center Mobile app on Google Play Store or App Store now. For more information, call our toll-free line or chat with us on WhatsApp. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is a member of the Center Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda.
tiene que soñar.
Hello and welcome to UCTV. Welcome to Connect with Mary.
You're the Alpha and the Omega.
The Catholic television. I'm Sunday Gloria Watch with UCTV News.
We need people to pay for content.
Bernardo Silva, Matheus Nunes, and Haaland!
Swings it across to Christie.
UCTV, good news for all.
Support the Uganda Catholic television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial *165*3#. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic television.
Ronaldo down in the area, penalty!
Don't miss the sports link on UCTV. Catch us every Monday to Friday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. as we take you into the thrilling world of sports in football.
And Messi! Thuram! Mbappe!
Saka shoot, deflects in, Arsenal have the lead!
Netball,
Nasanga taking the shot. And look at that exceptional steal.
motorsports, boxing, swimming and much more. UCTV Sports Link with Samgenza Mustafa. Only on UCTV. Good news for all.
Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan of up to 50 million shillings for a solar-powered irrigation system on your farm. Enjoy a grace period tailored to your cash flows and loan offer amounts from 100,000 up to 50 million Uganda shillings with flexible loan periods up to 60 months. Apply for a Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan through our branches, agents, and enjoy a fixed interest rate of just 1.7% per month. Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan today and watch your farming dreams come to life. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Center Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
This week, your favorite program, Moment of Encounter.
UCTV, good news for all.
Oh, welcome back from that short commercial break. We are still here at UCTV to explore more about this topic of the youth and conservation in Uganda. You know, I told you that we are gearing up for the International Day celebration for the young people, and you know that most times we have looked at this celebration as a political celebration, and other people have been criticizing it and saying that. But this time around, we have the young people who say that, you know what, when we are talking of International Day for the young people, for the youth, we need to see that we put in a green initiative, in a greener way. We tell people how they can make a green company. That's what we are talking about. Where you are the CEO of yourself, you are the boss of your own. Exactly. You don't need, to wake up in the morning and someone is calling you and say, where are you? You have not yet reported. When you know that your office might be the forest, might be maybe you've planted your bamboo that you need to take care of, or some of the things, the craft that you've made out maybe out of the papyrus that we see that they're grown in wetlands. So let me go straight to our topic. And you remember that before the break, I was still telling Sarah that I need to find out more about the new curriculum, because I've heard of projects, students doing project work. Do they understand what they're doing, or is still a theoretical perspective that they are still just trying to cram and know the English, or that they don't know that the experience or the practical bit of it?
Yeah.
And my question, that we are talking about conservation environment, and these students have been given these project works. Will this new curriculum really help these students, these young people, to enact what we expect them to apply? Because when you're talking about a project, I need to see that should not remain in books. A student should go and do it a practical bit at home, and something that at least should be a follow-up, that they grow with it and start even seeing that they can still explore more and expand more. So how is this project work that you people have been working with schools? I know that you have experience. Is this project works in the new curriculum? Is it impacting? Is it really changing life? Is it something that the students understand, or maybe we need more of the guidance?
Okay, thank you so much. I want us now to digest into this. Before we wait for the commercial break, you were saying some teacher, the students don't understand. To make it worse, it's an English teacher who is teaching them about the environment or something like that, or even some of these projects. Now,
and a student came up with a topic of using these disposable shoes to use it to plant with what, some of the plants. Some of the indigenous trees, and it was a good innovation when you see the student really what he was sharing. But this is a student who went to the teacher, English teacher, and said, this is what I'm looking to do, and this and this. And the English teacher said, what are you doing? What you're doing, I'm not around. You're not supposed to do that. How can you tell us that you're going to get spoiled shoes or what? Where are you going to get it from? And this student said that you go and move around the dustbin. You will find these shoes, and these are the shoes affecting our soil. And he has a valid point.
Gumboots.
People how will these
gumboots that
really
making,
decompose?
So,
All right, Sarah. I just want to add on that.
Now, I do not want to talk about the English teacher or anything. I feel that this is something to do with mindset change. Because I mean, if a teacher is saying that, what are you doing? I mean, this is something that is for all of us. When we're in primary school, we always taught that when you plant a tree, this is what happens. It gives us warmth. You know, those simple answers. You see, this knowledge, we start building this knowledge from the time when we are still kids. Something I have been told when I'm young, I don't really think I can forget. Let me give an example of myself. I have been in Catholic-based schools right from my primary school. I've been raised by nuns in those schools. We used to go to the garden. I want to appreciate the fact that the food that we used to eat was not being bought, because there are schools that buy food. Cassava, potatoes, matoke, beans, all from the school gardens. And we also have gone to these gardens. Science fairs are there. When we talk about science fairs, I mean, for me, I have no problem with the new curriculum. Personally, I'm not a product of a new curriculum, but I mean, this is a curriculum that is action-based. These kids are getting into the real thing, like the real world of getting to touch these things. They are really doing what they're supposed to do. They're not given notes like we did. They're actually looking for the notes by themselves because of what they're finding out. This is pushing them to do research. For me, in my own thinking, I feel like the new curriculum is actually doing good. This curriculum is not even 5 years old. Those who will complain will complain. When a system comes, it doesn't work immediately. He was talking about young people wanting to get money, or things to work as soon as yesterday. This curriculum is not going to work as soon as yesterday, but at least for the short time it's been in existence, we are really seeing results.
It's practical.
Now,
it's very practical. Last time my sister brought for me to print some work. And the work was having waste management. And I was seeing a senior one student taking me topic of the study, methodologies. And I'm like the things I was doing at university.
Thank you.
Someone had senior one is now doing them. Very practical.
Yeah.
And these are things available.
I mean, for me, this
hard.
curriculum, I do not want to say that maybe it's not working. It is working.
Yeah, okay.
Action based. As a person who is leading a total of about 19 clubs in this country, all over the country, we have worked with young people. When I look at what the kids have been doing, like exhibiting during the shows that we have, the eco exhibitions like the one we're going to have this Saturday, I mean, I am seeing kids making a mini helicopter.
Wow.
That can be used in rescue missions.
Yeah.
This is science. This is innovation. This is technology. These young people have the brains. I am seeing them making greenhouses out of plastic bottles. I'm seeing them making dustbins out of plastic bottles. I am seeing them making flowers out of straws.
Yeah.
But actually, money is in what we are dumping.
Yeah.
I got a chance to visit one of the dumping sites in Fort Portal, waste management plant. You see, as he was saying, that when you look at young people, first of all, I must say that agriculture is the backbone of Uganda's economy.
Yeah.
If you are waiting for money to come through an office, my friend, you're lying to yourself. Money is in agriculture.
Yeah.
Money is in what we are throwing.
Yeah.
I visited that waste management plant with my mentor and some other people. So the manager of this waste management plant had so many degrees, masters, PhDs. He has studied in Europe, here in Uganda. So when people see you working in such a waste management plant, they're like, that is dirty work, dirty work. And I think that is a mindset, that young people have to do away with. Because I mean, this is where these people are making money. They have planted pine trees around because pine trees are good absorbers of carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
At least they have known that. They know that this is a waste management plant. We have to plant the pine trees. They have put a detector that can detect dangerous chemicals in that place.
Like a carbon detector.
Yes, this is all innovation from the young people.
Yeah.
Besides that, this is where we're getting the gumboots, that rubbish.
Yeah.
This is where we're getting taplings. This is where we're getting shoes. This is where we're getting manure. People are going to a waste management plant like what KCCA we throw in Chitezi to go and get this as manure. People are just buying this manure.
Yeah.
I mean, as a person, I have no problem with the curriculum.
Okay.
We just have to trust the system because a system does not work immediately.
Yeah.
But once a system is set, my mentor has always told me that anyone can fit in that system.
Yeah.
When I look at what we're doing as Laudato Youth Initiative through our clubs, I mean, young people, and once you tell them, once you get them into this and tell them this is what we are facing as a country, they are also seeing, they are also experiencing. Formerly, we had the heat waves. We've had our young people write about the heat waves. I do not want to be in school. It is too hot. I want to go back home. So you want to go back home.
In Sudan, they even stopped school.
They closed schools
for some weeks.
So you want to go back home, but even at home, there is no difference. It is still the same country. It is hot like everywhere. So, I mean, it is just a lot that we have to do, and it is everyone's involvement. Climate action and fighting for climate justice is not a choice. It is everyone's responsibility, and it is a priority. Yes.
All right then. At least you brought that one really, that someone there is understanding what we are driving to. All right then. Then now you've spoken of all that, the youth involvement, they're trying all. So now when we are talking about something to do with the youth and conservation, so what are the challenges that you see that really has limited these young people maybe to embrace? Because we are saying that there are still very few youth, like for instance, like Sarah's, who are still few in this space, the pillars who are still few in this space. They think that this is the work of NEMA, this is the work of NFA, this is the work of Ministry of Water and Environment, does not concern them. And you see that we still even have a gap, that there are certain districts with even district forest officer, environmental officer is waiting and sitting there and saying, if the government does not release the money, I'm not going to do anything. When you find that through what case you're trying to digest, you see that someone even can set up something or working in partnership with other people who are doing something, maybe to explore and help the prevailing situation in maybe a given place. All right, please, what do you think that, what are really some of these challenges that has limited most of the young people into this space?
Yes, thank you. Just as earlier on, when we've started our talk, we talked about the organization. Youth are there. By the way, sometimes when you meet individual youth and you talk with someone individually, you'll see the idea and the knowledge this person have. But then, to organize these people and they form clusters, because you see, when you organize, you can't. We always say that one tree can't make a forest.
Yeah.
But then one by one can make a forest. So, if youth come together, they form groups, they form initiatives, and strengthen them. Don't just form a group after lobbying and get some money, you disappear. Because if you try to find out, Mr. Dixon, many youth, they form organizations. When they get any small lobbying and they get some money, that money will make them, get distorted and the organization will go. So, someone like Sarah, who is handling over 19 schools in the country, she has the opportunity to move around. Young as she is, I think it's also a challenge to show our youth who are there that in these spaces, even if you're 13, the other time this girl who was advocating on the international is called the Greta Thunberg. Young as she was already talking and people were listening. So,
Grace Nsima, our young climate activist.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even this Greta
Thunberg.
Yes, Thunberg. Young as she was able to, as long as what is in your head, you're able to air it out in organized way, people are going to listen to you.
Yeah, and also to speak about that, you talked about challenges. For me, I think we are going to continue facing these challenges until we are included in policy making. There might be people who are there in policy making.
So you're meaning inclusivity in policy?
It is very, very much important, because you're not going to make those policies from that side and then you're going to come to us and start implementing those policies. And then you want to make us implementers.
I was actually going
this is
point on it.
Something that is for all of us.
Yeah.
And many times also, even moving away from that side, we usually say, government yetuyambe, bano bajja batuyambe. Government is not, you're the people causing that mess. You are causing that mess.
So
today when it happens, of course it's not for everyone, that maybe because some things just happen.
Yeah.
But you're doing that, you have been piling things there and things are getting, maybe you people have been devastating the wetlands, degrading them. Tomorrow you are flooding because the water channels have been blocked.
Yeah.
Now you want to call government to help you. You are the people causing that. Before you call government to help you, what have you done for yourself?
So
because, okay.
Let me finish this. When she's talking about the policies, I was actually going to come there soon. In the challenge we are having right now as youth, sometimes the platform we are given to show our opportunities, our confidence, our possibilities are always limited. You get? Sometimes nowadays, if you're not putting yourself in a known political party, they'll not even listen to you. And if you're going to come when you put yourself in a known political party, but many don't support, they'll not listen to you. That's why we're saying that, first of all, the challenge we are having right now is the political environment, which is sometimes not supporting the youth.
Yeah.
The political environment here, when you get a proposal and you're coming in belonging to another political party, they can rubbish you off. In the policy making, the way Sarah said, sometimes you wake up and you get policies which are already in existence, but the applicability of them on the ground is always
implementation is a very big problem. Implementation. And let me ask you something. Do we have wise people or something?
We have the government advisors.
We do.
The presidential advisors are there.
I asked about wise people.
Wise people. We have in our villages wise men and wise Sarah, you're also wise.
Yes, I know I'm wise.
But maybe the space for you is limited.
You know, I mean, like, you know, we have seen particular people do things. As he was saying, that if you do not put yourself out into maybe like a known political party or push yourself, your work will not be seen. Now, I believe that if we all had the same opportunities, let me say there is someone there who has their voice, they want to talk about climate, but they do not have it like the opportunity like I do. I believe those people have a lot of ideas they're keeping to themselves.
A lot.
There is no way they can express them. But if we all got on ground and said that this, because, you know, there are a lot of things there are many problems that we have as a country. We have many problems as a continent. We have so many problems even in the whole world. And we share these problems sometimes. But climate change is one thing that we share all. We all share, like, we are all potential victims. And this earth is one common home that we share, and we need swift and unified action.
As I wrap up on the challenges, actually, Mr. Dixon, the youth right now, actually, in our sphere, the youth are facing challenge of unlimited support. Organizations for youth are there, initiatives for youth are there, but forming an initiative to even maybe just like the way scholars are doing to go in a school and create awareness, your organization will need the support.
Yeah.
These youth are going to ask you, now we are going there, but we are hungry. What? Even if you buy water, so, and then we don't have this money. We don't have this money. So my request, though we are hearing a lot of budget plan for this, billions for this, let there be this money that can be through the Ministry of Environment or the disaster preparedness. These initiatives of youth who are coming on board, if they present to you organized activity, and they show we are going to have this, let's reduce on the paperwork, the documentation required for 2 years to give you a fund. Let it be at least a minimal time that if you present this, they see, check your records, you've been doing this, you're already on the ground. They should reduce on the paperwork so that they can support the youth. When you wake up right here and you have any project or proposal you're taking there, you can take years to even make it reach someone who is going to decide whether the commissioner, whether the what. So can these steps be reduced to support the youth? And also, we know sometimes the youth, sometimes they want to cause a lot of chaos, but there are very good youth who are doing productive work.
Yes.
Like the Sarahs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let them listen to this productive youth. Yeah. I've stepped up in your office, I've presented my idea to you. I strongly believe you can support my idea, support it.
That's true.
Yeah. Let the youth be welcomed.
Okay.
That's what I ask any stakeholder who is in a connection to, please welcome us.
True.
But when you enter your office, you think I've come for money. Sometimes I just say, I want to come and make my friend and you guide me on what to do.
Yes. And I mean, like, our elders are supposed to guide us.
Yeah. Yes.
We really need guidance from them. We need that traditional African wisdom.
Exactly.
Tomorrow we are going to be
yes.
in your ages. We're going to near your ages very soon.
Yes.
So we need this wisdom, we need this support. Do not die with it. Allow us to meet you.
So
let us work things out. I was attending, a few weeks ago, I was attending the Vatican Africa Climate Resilience Conference in Kenya.
Yeah.
So here, we had many youth coming from different countries, Ghana, Zambia, Burundi, Nigeria. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
One thing that was noted is African policies on climate, on environment, on climate action have always ended in documentations.
Yeah.
You go for a conference and then they're coming up with what happened, a report, and then doing accountability. And at the end of the day, I mean, there is no action. We have governors coming around talking to us as young people, but we need support. We need you to support us. We need to talk to you. We need you to guide us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we also ask that the platform where the youth are participating from, for example, if we have the platform that maybe last time we were having the Earth Hour time where the youth could come and show a lot of initiatives and so on. This initiative, youth will come and they will. Last time we were learning how to make the biochar, they call it briquettes.
Yeah.
You bring an initiative, make something, it ends there on the podium when the presenting, it ends there.
True.
So let's support these ideas. The challenge that you are having is finance, organization, a policy making. Let's be there.
Involvement and
at least call the
implementation.
president. At least call me the co-founder of Global Earth International. Like what we are doing, we know what we are doing.
Yeah.
We've met the youth all over the country. We've been in Kamuli, we've been in Jinja, we've been in Rila.
Yeah,
we've been in Central. We have broad knowledge.
And we're always open to engagement,
Exactly.
like to engage with fellow young people. We are always open to that.
Once again, I want to thank you for this beautiful function, session. And for our youth, please come out. We are here. When you look at us here, you may think we're in the ministries. We are just here, on trying to make ourselves purposeful.
Running and left.
Yes. Get me there.
Trying to talk with nature.
Exactly.
And also being voices for the under.
Yes.
Privileged
Right.
do not have the
are just
opportunities.
being with only 3 minutes. I want to give you 1 minute. Let me start from Phillips, maybe give your parting shot, then also Sarah, and Sarah will tell us why should the young people come to Ginger, join in Ginger. Maybe why should Phillips also with the group, if they are invited or they are able to join you with other people, also join you in Ginger. So Philip, just in 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you so much once again. We as Globe Healthcare International, with my co-founder Mr. Wilson Amanya, we are environmentally so focused, and we are doing what we can do on the ground there. And we, as our theme, we believe that the earth is for us. Sometimes people, when they act on the earth, they think it's for another person. It's like you're not handling your own thing. When I leave it with my phone, you may just leave it there even if they steal it. But the earth is for us. The us are meaning me and someone who is coming behind me and someone who will come behind me. So let's all act accordingly, respectfully, sustainably, and we all have to endure. Whatever you're doing today as a youth, if it's about conservation, it will yield tomorrow. Don't wait for the result yesterday, it will come tomorrow. Let's be positive thinkers and forward thinkers. And I also ask my Mr. President, since
Madam President, not Mr.
In the parliament, we call them honorable. No. There's no right honorable, sir.
Oh,
so I think you're going to invite us to be part of you. If you try to check on our website, we have our website for www.Global International Uganda. We have a lot of activities. You can check us on a time. Yes, our office in Luzira. Please, anytime walk in. Youth who are there, who want to join these initiatives, we are here to support you. We've been supporting youth in Kansanga for cleanups and in Nakasero. So please reach us. We always have a hand with some people who can give us some small fund to do some of these activities as we wait for the big opportunities. Yeah. But in the conservation is where there's hope, no shortcut.
All right then. Thank you, Phillips. Oh, let me come to our excellency, ourself, winning schools. Please. Give your parting shots to the viewers.
Thank you so much for watching this show, and Dickens, thank you so much for hosting us here today. I am so happy to talk to the young people and even other people outside there. I must say that as president of Laudato Youth Initiative that is dedicated to uniting young people for climate action, that I must say that there is a lot that we can do and there is a lot that we are doing. Caring for creation is not a priority. I mean, it's not a choice. It is a responsibility, and it's everyone's priority. And I will still say that we are all potential victims. If it has not yet happened to you, if you have not yet faced any disaster, you are going to face it. Let us not wait to be swept. The tides are shifting from climate conversations to climate resilience. We are prioritizing adaptation and mitigation at the same time, but more so adaptation, because some of these things are just natural disasters. I want to take this opportunity also to welcome you all for the Laudato Si Green Festival. Come, let's enjoy, let's have a walk of faith, a walk of ecology, because we're going to have a walk, we're going to have tree planting, we're going to have tree zoning in the school orchards of that particular school. We have many partners that are partnering with us, John Paul Justice and Peace Center, and I also take this opportunity to say that always reach to us because our offices are located at John Paul. Justice and Peace Center in Nsambya, just right here. And our social media platforms are open. Our website, Laudato Youth Initiative, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. You will find us there. There's just a lot of work that young people are doing, and I know that you will appreciate it. I want to say that being here at Uganda Catholic TV is a very, very nice opportunity, talking to young Catholics, talking to all people in the whole world, and more so, concentrating and basing on a ground of prayer. I mean, the church has a very big role to play in uniting young people for climate action. So let's all be part of this swift and unified action. And I'll conclude by saying that we are united for climate action. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Phillips. Thank you, Sarah, for coming over. It was a nice time really hosting you guys here. You made my work really very easy and very interesting today. That I've got a lot of energy in the studio here because of the young. I like the young people who bring a lot of energy, a lot of knowledge sharing here, who are not selfish with knowledge and what they are doing. And they're trying to motivate you and all that. As I said that, as you have listened to this conversation, if you cannot catch us live from 8 to 9 p.m. in the evening, every Wednesday, please, we have even our YouTube channel that you can catch the conversation. You go and watch, like it, share it, subscribe to Environmental Dialogue UCTV. We are having the TikTok page that's running, that this conversation runs live on TikTok. We have the Twitter pages, all the LinkedIn, all our media pages. Don't say that we have not covered the young people, because we know where you love the Snapchat, the TikTok. We have covered you all, and that's why we want always you to share, come out even with certain ideas if you feel like, because that's why we have the comment section. You can drop your comment section, or you can look for me. I'm always reachable anytime you want really reach out to me. You want like us to talk and discuss certain things that you want to share with the world.
Remember, they used to belong somewhere. They don't belong nowhere. Yes. They should belong somewhere.
Philip has told you, Sarah has told you, and remember to support them. They are also, you can reach out to their pages. And we know as UCTV, we support the climate movement, because we are all about, that's why the POP stands for a United Mother Earth, that we need to have the love for, since for God so loved the world, so we need to love the world ourselves. All right then, let me end here and say that thank you, my dear viewers. Thank you for those ones who want even to support us, want to support the TV in any kind of any way. You're very free to reach out to my producer Lam and people all behind the set. I want to thank them for the work that they've been doing. All right, thank you. See you next time. I remain Dickens Ochero for UCTV Environmental Dialogue. Bye bye.
UCTV. Good news for all.